Welcome to Game Devs Play Games, where we play games and talk game design, and we are playing GoNNER. Wonderful new game by Art in Heart, also published by Raw Fury. And I beta tested this. My name is actually in the credits.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Get to the credits.
I guess you can pan through it really quick.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I checked. I beta tested that too. Wait, yeah, there I am, Chris Weiss. All right, well, let's
Chris,
get to
highlight that in the edit. All right, here we go. All right, we're done with this.
So,
Cool.
GoNNER is a wonderful little action roguelike. I would describe it as.
Platformer action roguelite.
Oh, I actually haven't seen the intro.
I actually didn't remember seeing this when I started, so either I skipped by it by accident or I don't know. But, wee, boop.
Oh, I guess that's all the... Oh, no, there it is. Sally! Aw, Sally.
Come back. Come back. No.
Well, see you later, Sally.
Well, I'm just... Hey, yeah. Oh.
She's so cute.
Come on. All right. So the level unfolds as we move.
Which is an awesome visual style.
Okay, I do not remember seeing any of this. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, I haven't seen it because I actually didn't delete my save data from the beta, so it never started me from ground zero. So this is actually new for me too, because they didn't have this in the beta. At least not as far as I was testing. Maybe they did. I'm just crazy.
I missed that one, I guess. Aww.
Oh,
I don't pay
whale friend.
So, what's going on?
So those little square things is our money.
Yes. I like that they have, little different symbols on them. Kind of like look little rune stones or something like that. But,
yeah, little arcane symbols.
Hey, this is a tree.
This is cool.
What's this do?
Yay, we're both happy.
Yay, I have a head. Aw.
There was much fun and rejoicing. Oh. And we get pooped
Take
out by a
my
little worm.
backpack with me. And my bone gun.
Bone gun?
I don't know, man.
Seems like a very gun to me.
You're a gun.
And this is the game. This is GoNNER. So basically...
Oh, I got hit.
Well then. You did that on purpose, didn't you?
I wanted to show everybody what would happen if you died.
So the way that this game works is you go through these I guess dungeon for lack of a better word, but you find new skulls, you find new weapons, you find new secondary abilities, and when you take damage, your little head pops off, and you have to go retrieve all of your equipment in your head. Otherwise, if you get hit again, you just die immediately.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you have an array of hearts.
So you essentially have two forms of life. You have your health as well as the chance that you will
Just
get
die.
hit. Yeah, and it's pretty cool because it adds
An extra layer of difficulty.
yeah. You're not just choosing how much health you have. You're also choosing how your character interacts with being damaged.
Yeah, and it I think it's kind of smart too because it's sort of
What does this do?
Oh, my favorite
boom.
gun.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Shotgun is the most dynamic in my opinion. And there's definitely some better guns. But I think the shotgun is pretty much applicable in all situations, and that's why I like it.
Oh, I was not expecting you to already be ready to do that. I gotta get my stuff.
So the game markets itself as a...
Oh, I lost my gun.
It's in the
there it is.
corner, yeah.
That's the worst when you lose your gun.
The game markets itself as a hard as hell, action platformer, I think.
And it gets much harder.
And it gets very, very hard. So much so that I've never actually beaten the game. I've gotten to the last level, but final boss is pretty tough. But they live up to their name big time too, just from those death mechanics alone. Because it really just takes goofing up once and just everything's compromised.
What did I get hit by? Oh no. Ah, no. Ah. Jesus.
Now they do make it a little, yeah, they make it a little forgiving too. So when you take damage and you lose your head, you get I think 3 bounces or so before your little legs pop back out.
And when your legs pop out, that's when you're actually vulnerable to be attacked.
And that was one of the things that a lot of the beta testers gave feedback on, was like, when you take damage, sometimes it's really hard to see where you are. So that gave it a nice little buffer to make it a little more forgiving.
There are a few mechanics that I find interesting about it, not besides just the like taking damage and death, is so like you can move up and down. You'll notice I'm doing like a little squat, and so it will just very slightly change the angle or not the angle, but the height at which you shoot, and that's kind of cool because occasionally you're just like a barely off from being able to shoot them, and it prevents there from being problems like pixels and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so this is like a secret pathway that leads to a little mini game, so to say.
And this leads to, I think, my second favorite head, if you can get it, which I don't think you will be able to now.
Oh,
get your gun, get your gun, get your gun.
Nope, I would rather get hit. Man, when a game is unforgiving, the game is unforgiving. Jerk. I was doing a thing.
Should we swap off every time we die?
Yeah, I'm done with that. He's been playing the game a lot longer than me, so he's a lot better. So if you have, you'll notice that it was like trading in money right there. Oh, here's death.
Oh yeah, you can buy your way back into the game, which is actually really unique for a game that utilizes like a leaderboard.
Oh, fair.
Usually when that happens,
it gets
you restart
really
everything.
Expensive over time.
Yeah, I think they add a row of money every time, every stage. I think this is a 4-stage or 4-world game. So the square head is the only head that doesn't pop off when you take damage.
Yep. So you can jump right back into it. But it only has 3 health instead of 5.
Yes. Which, I mean, considering that you could just die straight up from getting hit once with the other heads, it's a pretty fair trade-off.
It changes, it has a different look at like skill level almost. Like if you're so good at the game, would you rather have 5 health because you know you're never gonna have to worry about, losing your items, or would you rather have this head where you know you never ever have to worry about losing items, but at the sacrifice of having less health? If you're so good at the game, then maybe this head is better because you can get away with less health.
See, and then there's me, who'd rather sacrifice health in order to make all enemies explode when I kill them, which also damages the player. It's such a good ability.
Also there's these nifty little we don't have any besides the one, but there's like support items essentially. Right now we have the little like the backpack, the little
ammo bag.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically what it does.
Like, like when I used to, like carry the stick and the little sack on the end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. But anyway, yeah, that's what it is essentially. If you use it, it will give you an ammo. It will pop out of your bag and then, you reload. But you don't necessarily need that because, as you're seeing right now, so much ammo showing up. And once you get one like piece of ammo, it fills up your ammo bar completely.
Yep. And I do really like this supplementary equipment because I feel like if you ever need ammo and there's just no ammo to be found, it is the best thing to be able to rely on. It means that you never have to really be that careful about where you're shooting, which for a game that rewards players in getting high combos is super, super useful.
True.
In combos, if you max out that combo meter, you get money for every 5 kills.
Yeah, if you can see it like it crossing off right there. And then there's like the standard, just like every 5 enemies you kill, money's gonna show up. So yeah, it's got some cool mechanics. The bag is not the only secondary item though. There's let's see, the shark fin or whatever it is, which is actually probably my favorite right now, just because of how weird and ridiculous it is.
It is pretty cool. It took me a little while at first to figure out what exactly it did, but it basically lets you go Rambo on your enemy and just shoot.
You just shoot like a whole payload at them. No, we already have the shark fin available.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
In order to unlock it.
Yeah, some of these things you have to buy from this dude, and you can even pay him to refresh the shop,
which is nice.
It is super nice.
It's a cool ability because it's like, I don't need this, but if I need a thing to show up and it's not, I guess I can pay this extra. So here's the first boss, and essentially it's these 3 giant dog flying guys. And
This is
as you
probably
can
the best
see,
way to
when
describe
they're
them.
able to lock onto him, they fire or they launch at him. But if he shoots them, he'll stop them in place. So it's a nice balancing mechanic, because if you weren't able to stop them in place, then things like this would happen. Because once they are charging it, you can't jump on them like you normally could. And then on top of that, they spawn enemies. So it's a relatively basic boss in that they mostly function how the rest of the enemies we fought up until now do. They move around simply, but they have a little charging mechanic.
Oh,
Now, he has to. That was strange.
I narrowly escaped that.
So he has... Oh, one more. Can you do it? Just gotta kill him. Boom.
Bam.
And that's all she wrote.
I keep forgetting I don't have the ammo back.
She's like, why am I shooting a lot? Oh. You have a lot of life, though. And then...
You mean a lot of money? And then we find Sally. Hi, Sally. I don't need these. I just want your love. And then Sally gives you an extra heart. I think if you're carrying your gun, she'll increase your ammo capacity. But, I mean, extra hearts are pretty much...
If you go in at full stuff, she just gives you one heart.
Oh, really?
I mean, she gives you a heart that fills you up, but it doesn't increase the max amount of health you can have.
Ah. So I think if you have damage and you have your gun, then she'll
have that little heart pop up that will just heal you to full.
Yeah, and then I think she's supposed to increase your ammo capacity. I could be crazy.
I guess I've never really noticed. So is that about it for the episode? Or
Yeah, I think that's a good point to end it. I think we should
World
do...
2.
Yeah, I think we should do at least a couple episodes of this.
Yeah, okay.
Because I love GoNNER.
Oh, it's blessed.
Yeah, and I think this
Plus,
is right up
maybe if
your
you-
and my alley.
Plus, if you can get, to the boss of this stage, I haven't actually got to see them yet. I've
Oh,
only put like an hour or two into the game, so.
well, then absolutely.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll play a little bit more GoNNER. Question of the day?
Question of the day, I guess... Maybe the best question would be, what kind of skulls would you design for this? We haven't seen a ton, which I think is good, because then that means...
And skulls being what interacts with the health as well as that death mechanic.
Or like, well, a lot of the times the skulls will like change how you move through the world too. So they'll do all sorts of crazy things. But yeah, I guess challenge of the day, design a skull for this game. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Till next time.